What's up, YouTube? I'm King Vita here, and back with another review. Today I'm reviewing Optimus. I'm not really sure what this toy is specifically called, but it is Optimus from the movie. It's a movie toy. I do not have the case for most of my toys, but I do collect them because that's how I do. So this is movie Optimus in his vehicle mode, and he does look pretty cool. Pretty cool. Specifically, I think this is from the first Transformers movie. Excuse me. Let me remove this. He does come with his gun, like this, which is really cool because you can hold this with the barrel, and you kind of pull this little stick here. Mine's a little broken, but it's supposed to go all the way, and it's supposed to represent an axe. Mine's a little busted because the spring is on it is lame. But the toy's perfectly fine, so we're going to take a look at that. Either way, that's his gun. So I usually like to keep it like this because... Oh, and this also does have a micron port on top. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So here, we take a look at Optimus. Now, Optimus is actually pretty big, as you'll see when I transform him. So, in his vehicle mode, take a look at that. Sorry, that's the clock going off. Yeah. Annoying, isn't it? Yeah, very annoying. He does have this hole in the back here, but I guess that's solely due to transformation, because on this port, there's a port right here, which I believe, I do not know if this actually came with, or at least I didn't get it, with his canopy, his thing that trucks have on the back. I don't know what that's called, but it was supposed to go here. But this port, since I don't have it here, this can go in there, sitting up like, there it goes, that up, this, and it qualifies as storage for his weapon. Now, if you don't want to do that, you could, he does have more ports here and here. So what you can do is remove that and plug it there. Although that looks pretty weird with the thing coming off, hanging off on the side. But you can do that. It is possible. So, that's basically it for vehicle mode. Very cool. He does have this is a transparent plastic here. It's transparent plastic. You can see slightly through it, but not too much. Same thing with the roof. And this is not transparent. This is just regular plain old plastic. They just painted the design on the truck. But overall, very cool. His smokestacks do move individually. I guess they were pretty short. I don't know why they did that, because they don't really attach to the bottom of the smokestacks. They're just, yeah, you can do that. But very nice. Very nice. So, we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is, for comparison, I'll be right back. Let's bring in Garurumon. This is a Transformers mainly channel. but I do this for toys. I have a lot of toys and I can review whatever I want. So here's got a little mark for size comparison. Very nice. He is a little small because he is a car, and they kind of made this guy bigger, which is supposed to be the other way around, but okay. So you can see a little bit of size comparison there. Now, oh guys, come on. Now, we're going to do the transformation. Now, the transformation of this guy is quite complex, but it's actually not that complex once you get the hang of it. So, what I like to do, again, back to front, or I should say bottom to top, whatever. So, first thing I'm going to do here is, oh, you can see, if you flip it over, you can see his hands right there, his feet, clearly, and his waist. And this thing is his chest plate. So, let's get down to transformation. So, what you want to do first is you want to take these things, I don't know what these are, and untab them. They do tab into this peg, this port right here, through this peg here, and just slide these like that. There you go. And they'll stay like that. Again, there you go. Keep these out of the way like that. So, the legs. We're going to split the legs like so, which will also split the roof in turn like that. And there reveals his head. But we'll get to that in a minute. So, take his legs, flip this part down like that. Second one, just like that. Now take these two wheels right here, take the back one, put this over, phone's ringing, and flip it over behind the wheel, the other side of the wheel. Yeah, I know. There you go. Now, sorry about that. Flip this up, put it over, and it should, there is a, I forgot to mention, this part here that becomes the tail lights will secure this foot, or the feet, in this little groove right there. So this thing will essentially just do this. Boom, like that. There you go. And there you got the rest of the feet done. That's it. Now, move into this back section here. Get out of the way. And take the back, to finish off the legs, take the smokestacks, flip them forward, just like that. Take the roof, and the side of the roof will collapse in on itself like that, and it'll basically stay like that. And just push this towards the back of the foot, and it'll stay flush like that. Again, flip it up, leave it in there, take the foot, and place it back. So now you have the feet. All done. Up, it's tall. Pretty tall. Pretty tall. Okay, so there's a foot. Now, take the side of this truck, and you want to flip these on the panel like that. They are on a hinge right there. and they will tab in with this tab right here into this slot into this tab right there. Again, do the same thing on the other side, just to get these out of the way. There you go. Now for the front. Excuse me. Now for the head, or the front of the car, whatever you want to call it. So, split these, and they'll split, which will make the arms. This little port here is gonna connect with this tab here, like that. But you want to split them. Also, this port here will connect to this little tab at the bottom, because these will be the arms. Now take the first arm, line it up correctly, take the front of that thing that opens the hood, slide this, and slide it over the front grille like that. Flip this up, take the hand, put the hand up, take the hood, and slide it over the grill. Now take the arm, rotate it, and bring it down, like so. Again, bring it up, bring it down. There you go. Okay. Take the wheel, almost forgot, very important piece. Take the wheel and slide it back, like that. Again, take the wheel, and you want to slide this all the way back like that, so it sits flush against the back of his arm. Okay, now take this whole front section and flip it up, which will basically simulate the front of the truck. Take this side, and as you see, before anything, flip the head up. There you go. Take his head, flip it, and you see there will be a peg and a port right there, which is connected to his head, and it'll basically just tab in like that and keep the head secure. And now you can move it. So take this whole front section and push it against his windows, which were the truck windows, like that. And you'll see that there is another peg here, and there's a hole. So I'm not sure if it's a port or anything. Yeah, it's a port, because it's a hole. It'll literally go through this thing, and it'll keep that in place. So, boom, connect that. Boom. There you have one arm done. I'll fix that later. Next, same thing. Boom. There you go. And there you have his chest. Take his feet, and you want to, they are on a ratchet joint, so you want to orient them properly so he can be able to stand. Okay, he's getting pretty tall. Now, we're almost done. Take this arm and kind of, you want to just bring that to the side. It is like this, so you want to bring that to the side and keep it down like that. Take this, flip this back, push this down all the way, and there goes Optimus like that. Awesome. These wheels, put it all the way, there you go. That's awesome. Now for the back. Like that. Okay. Now for the back. What you want to do with the back, you want to take this thing, and you want to angle this up. Take this, angle it up, like so. Now take the smokestacks, and they were like this. So what you want to do is you want to push them back against his body. And these are on a ball joint, so you could angle them however you want. I personally just like to keep them like that. Now, take this again, do the same thing. There you go. Okay, so you want to fix the legs orient everything properly. And there is Optimus Prime in his robot mode. That's cool. He is pretty tall when he's in robot mode. Which is fair because, you know, he is a pretty big, stop moving. He is a pretty big vehicle. He does have a pretty big vehicle mode. So it's only right that they compensate that, I can't talk, compensate that size of the truck to fit the robot size when he transforms. So that is a very cool robot mode. He does have ports here and here, which were the side of his trucks, his truck mode. So he does have port for storage here. Very cool. Robot mode. Now, his accessory, I almost forgot about that. Can't forget about accessories in this channel. Not at all. So, is this thing. This is what came in the back of his alt mode. And this is a gun and, like I said, axe, but it doesn't really work very well. Now, what I like to do is I flip this up, this little thing up like this. And that's his handle. So, you want to take his hand like this. And his hand is circular, so these hands don't move. They're just like that. All they might do is push this down, but that's due to transformation, and that's it. And he holds the gun like that. That looks cool. He's all like, "What did you say to me?" So, you can play around with his toy. You can have a lot of fun with this toy. Now, for articulation. His head can move 360. He can do a full 360. He can basically just move it up and down, but that's as far range of movement as you could get. That you get that far, which is not really that far. He can look down, not that far, so whatever. His arms, they are on a ratchet joint. Actually, no, they're not. It looks like a ratchet joint, but it isn't. It's actually just regular plain old movement. Nice. So his arms can go out that far. He does have a swivel at the bicep. He could lift muscles. He can move his elbow. There you go. That's the word. And his hands can go in and out, but that's solely due to transformation, and that's because they're on a ball joint. But the ball joint here is pretty tight, so you can't do this. You can only do this. Yeah. So there's that. What else can this guy do? This guy does have a waist movement. Can do a full 360 with the waist. Like that. Okay. His thigh is on a ratchet joint. It's just that you can't hear it on mine. But mine, I guess, is like so used to like being moved that it's gone. It feels just like a normal joint. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So the side are just a regular movement, but the front is a ratchet joint. Very ratchety. His legs can go about that far. Can go back that far. I don't know. That looks ridiculous, but okay. The knee, it is double pivoted, double jointed, so No, it is. It looks like it's double jointed because this thing actually connects to this, but it's actually one joint like that. And just to see what I'm doing, but although that's also slowly due to transformation, his knee guard also moves individually. So that's interesting. So I could basically just do this. Oh, my shin fell. Ah. Okay. And his foot can also move as well. But if I move the foot, the wheel moves because it's connected just to hold the foot in place. And that's basically it. That's everything there is for transformation. And every movement he can do. Now, another interesting fact about this toy, his weapon. Come on, come on, come on, stand. There you go. His weapon, as I've mentioned before, he can use it as an axe, he can use it as a gun, but he can store this somewhere. Is there anything storage? Yes, there are. These ports here on the side of the truck, which would be his back now, take this gun. Okay, take this gun, flip this handle like that, and you could essentially just, he could carry it like this. Slide it up, and there you go. And honestly, that actually doesn't look that bad because that gives him way too much backpack. But because he weighs as much as he weighs, this thing doesn't really bring him down. As a matter of fact, you can do anything you want to them and watch. This guy won't go down. He has a lot of heft to him. Very much weight to him. Very much weight to him. Yeah. Quite a lot of weight to him. That's what I meant to say. So he's not going to go down. Very cool. Very cool stuff. And let's go again. It's just to show you just how big or tall this guy is. Okay. Let's move him to the side here. Here he is with Knockout. As you can see, just how big. Whoa, Knockout is drunk. It is a family-friendly channel. That's just to see how Knockout stacks up against him. Just how really big this guy is. There's Knockout. Here he is with Ratchet. And I might actually review Ratchet. You never know. And here he is with Bumblebee. That is actually a pretty normal comparison because Bumblebee by himself, you really don't notice it, but Bumblebee's a very small Autobot. So that is like a very legitimate size comparison there, even though this is movie, this is Prime, the show. Yeah. But either way, that's a very nice comparison. So, there is Optimus in his robot mode. And I gotta say, this guy is amazing. This guy's very cool. And if you ask me, I think you should definitely pick him up if you can find him anywhere. I don't know how much the price has gone up. I don't know if it's gone down. I have no idea. I have no idea the status about these figures. I just look them up on Amazon and just buy them because I love my figures. And yeah, That's basically what mainly, hopefully this channel is going to be mainly about. But anyway, that is Optimus in movie Optimus as my review. So at this point, this is King Beta saying, peace, laters.